Welcome to Kenya. Kenya, a land where the rhythm of the earth still beats in harmony with the wild, where golden savannas stretch endlessly beneath vast skies, and where dawn awakens to the sound of lions' roars and the distant echo of drums. More than a country, Kenya is a cradle of humanity and a sanctuary of life, where nature, culture, and spirit intertwine. At sunrise, the Great Rift Valley glows with a light both ancient and eternal. Herds of elephants move like silent caravans across Amboseli's plains, framed by the majestic silhouette of Mount Kilimanjaro. In the Masai Mara, the savanna breathes with life. Wildebeest thunder across the grasslands in their great migration. Zebras and gazelles follow in unison while predators watch from the shadows. This spectacle, raw and timeless, is nature's greatest drama, unfolding beneath the African sun. But Kenya is more than its safaris. It is a land of astonishing diversity. To the north, arid deserts and rugged landscapes reveal the resilience of as live mealing self-interactisons but phased industry a view by the Liber of a places, such as land to the west and the family and manse of Liberi used by used places ands of Liber, and hearing the verse of you judgin. The other thing band and the large used industry is Ibis who live in balance with the land. To the west, the waters of Lake Victoria, the world's largest tropical lake, shimmer with fishing boats and villages sustained by its bounty. In the east, the coastline whispers with the rhythm of the Indian Ocean. White sands stretch endlessly in Diani and Malindi, where coconut palms sway and coral reefs teem with colorful life. Here, the call to prayer drifts from Swahili towns, blending African and Arab heritage in a harmony of cultures. Nairobi, the capital, is a city where skyscrapers rise beside wild plains, and a national park lies within sight of its skyline. The energy of markets, music, and movement fills its streets, while just beyond, giraffes, rhinos, and lions roam freely. This coexistence of modernity and wilderness captures the very essence of Kenya. The cuisine of Kenya is a reflection of its land. Roasted nyama choma shared with laughter, ugali and sukuma wiki served as staples of daily life, and spiced coastal dishes infused with coconut and cloves. Every meal is more than food. It is an act of community. This is Kenya, a land where humanity began, where wilderness thrives, and where every horizon promises both adventure and belonging. More than a destination, it is an awakening of the senses and a journey into the heart of life itself. Amboseli National Park in southern Kenya near the border with Tanzania is one of Africa's most iconic safari destinations. Framed by the majestic backdrop of Mount Kilimanjaro, the highest peak in Africa, Amboseli offers landscapes of sweeping savannas, swamps, and acacia woodlands where wildlife roams freely. Its unique combination of dramatic scenery and abundant animals makes it a place where the essence of the African wilderness comes vividly to life. The park is especially renowned for its elephants. Amboseli is home to some of the largest elephant herds in Africa, and seeing them march across the plains with Kilimanjaro's snow-capped summit rising in the distance is an image that has come to symbolize the continent itself. Conservation projects here have made the elephants among the most well-studied populations in the world, giving visitors a chance to witness family groups displaying complex social behavior. Beyond elephants, Amboseli teems with wildlife. Lions, cheetahs, hyenas, giraffes, zebras and wildebeest thrive in the open plains, while bird life flourishes in the marshes, with more than 400 species recorded. Seasonal wetlands create vibrant ecosystems where hippos wallow and flocks of flamingos gather, adding bursts of color to the landscape. The scenery of Amboseli is as varied as its wildlife. Dusty plains stretch beneath endless skies, punctuated by green oases fed by underground rivers from Kilimanjaro's melting glaciers. Sunrise and sunset transform the horizon into shades of gold and crimson, creating moments of pure magic for photographers and travelers alike. Cultural encounters also enrich the Amboseli experience. The Maasai people, traditional herders who have lived in harmony with the land for centuries, welcome visitors to learn about their customs, dress, and way of life, offering a deeper connection to the region. Amboseli is more than just a safari park. It is a place where nature, culture, and iconic landscapes converge. With its unforgettable views of Kilimanjaro, thriving wildlife, and deep sense of Africa's spirit, it leaves every traveler with lasting impressions of beauty and wonder. Laikipia, in central Kenya, is one of the country's most diverse and captivating safari regions, offering a unique blend of wildlife conservation, dramatic landscapes, and community-led tourism. Stretching across a vast plateau between the slopes of Mount Kenya and the edge of the Great Rift Valley, Laikipia is less visited than the famous national parks, but has become a model for sustainable safaris and wilderness experiences. Unlike traditional reserves, much of Laikipia consists of private and community-owned conservancies. These lands, once large cattle ranches, have been transformed into sanctuaries where wildlife and people coexist. This pioneering approach has made Laikipia a stronghold for endangered species, particularly black and white rhinos, which thrive under dedicated protection programs. It is one of the few places in East Africa where visitors have a realistic chance of seeing wild dogs, Grevy's zebras, and other rare species, alongside the classic Big Five. The landscapes of Laikipia are as varied as its wildlife. Expansive savannas stretch into rolling hills, rocky escarpments, and river valleys shaded by acacia trees. The Owasso Nairo River, lifeblood of the region, attracts elephants, hippos, and countless birds, creating a vibrant corridor of life through the semi-arid land. The high altitude brings cooler temperatures than other safari regions, making it a comfortable year-round destination. Laikipia also offers a more intimate safari experience. With fewer tourists and lodges scattered across vast territories, game drives feel exclusive and unhurried. Activities extend beyond the vehicle. Guided bushwalks, camel treks, horseback safaris, and nights under the stars reveal the wilderness from new perspectives. These experiences connect travelers to the land in ways that go beyond traditional safaris. Equally important is the role of local communities. The Maasai, Samburu, and other pastoralist groups share deep ties to Laikipia and Ma. The conservancies are managed in partnership with them. Visitors often have the chance to learn about traditional practices, beadwork, and stories that give insight into cultures that have flourished here for centuries. Laikipia's magic lies in this harmony of people, wildlife, and landscape. It is a place of conservation success, rare encounters, and authentic connections, offering a safari that is both adventurous and meaningful. For those seeking a journey into the heart of Kenya's wilderness, Laikipia delivers beauty, depth, and unforgettable discovery. Lake Naivasha, lying high in Kenya's Great Rift Valley at an altitude of more than 1,800 meters, is one of the country's most enchanting freshwater lakes. Fringed by papyrus swamps and acacia forests, it offers a tranquil setting where wildlife flourishes and landscapes shift with the light of day. Its cool climate and fertile surroundings have made it a haven for both people and animals, creating a destination where nature and life coexist in harmony. The lake is renowned as a birdwatcher's paradise, home to over 350 recorded species. African fish eagles patrol the skies with their distinctive cries, while pelicans, kingfishers, and cormorants gather along the shores. The papyrus thickets hide smaller, colorful species, turning every boat excursion into a journey of discovery. Beyond birds, hippos are a constant presence, surfacing in pods along the shallows before lumbering ashore at dusk to graze on the grassy banks. Crescent Island, a private sanctuary accessible by boat, offers visitors the chance to walk among giraffes, zebras, and antelopes in complete freedom without vehicles separating people from wildlife. This intimacy with nature makes Lake Naivasha one of the most memorable safari experiences in Kenya. The surrounding landscapes add depth to the lake's allure. Fertile soils support flower farms that supply blooms to global markets, while nearby Hell's Gate National Park offers dramatic gorges, geothermal activity, and opportunities for hiking and cycling among wildlife. The contrast of peaceful waters and rugged terrain reflects the diversity of the Rift Valley itself. Lake Naivasha also carries historical charm. In the colonial era, it was a fashionable retreat, with seaplanes once landing on its calm waters. Today, it retains that timeless atmosphere, balancing modern use with natural wonder. With its abundant bird life, hippos, and serene beauty, Lake Naivasha is more than just a scenic stopover. It is a living landscape that captures the essence, servany ones of the Rift Valley, offering moments of peace, discovery, and connection to Kenya's natural heritage. Loitokitok, a small town in southern Kenya near the border with Tanzania, is a place where everyday life unfolds against the spectacular backdrop of Mount Kilimanjaro. Nestled at the foot of Africa's highest peak, it offers a blend of rural charm, cultural encounters, and natural beauty that makes it an appealing stop for travelers exploring the Amboseli region. The town itself is modest but lively, with bustling markets, small shops, and friendly residents. Here, the rhythms of local life are shaped by farming and trade. The fertile volcanic soils of the area support crops like maize, beans, and vegetables, while livestock grazing remains an important part of the economy. For visitors, walking through the market or enjoying a meal in a local cafe provides an authentic glimpse of Kenyan rural life. What makes Loitokitok remarkable is its setting. Kilimanjaro looms on the horizon, often capped with snow and visible in dazzling clarity during the early mornings. From the town, travelers can easily access Amboseli National Park, famous for its large elephant herds and sweeping savanna landscapes. The proximity of both cultivated fields and wildlands highlights the delicate balance between people and nature in this region. Cultural encounters add depth to the experience. Loitokitok lies within Maasai country, and visitors often have the chance to meet Maasai communities, learning about their traditions, colorful attire, and pastoral lifestyle. These exchanges reveal the resilience and heritage of a people who have lived in harmony with this land for generations. Though not a major tourist hub, Loitokitok offers a sense of authenticity. It is a place where the grandeur of Kilimanjaro meets the simplicity of rural Kenya, creating an atmosphere that is both humbling and inspiring. For those seeking to go beyond safaris and connect with local life, Loitokitok provides a genuine and memorable encounter with the spirit of the region. Mombasa, Kenya's oldest and second largest city, is a vibrant coastal hub where centuries of history blend with the rhythms of the Indian Ocean. Spread across Mombasa Island and the surrounding mainland, it has long served as a crossroads of cultures shaped by African, Arab, Asian, and European influences. The result is a city rich in heritage, bustling with trade, and alive with color, sound, and flavor. At its heart lies the Old Town, a maze of narrow streets lined with carved wooden doors, mosques, and historic houses that reflect Swahili, Arabic, and Portuguese architecture. Here stands Fort Jesus, a UNESCO World Heritage Site built by the Portuguese in the 16th century to guard the harbor. Its imposing walls and fascinating exhibits tell the story of Mombasa's strategic role in the spice and trade routes of the Indian Ocean. The coastline adds another layer to Mombasa's charm. White sand beaches such as Nyali, Bamburi, and Diani stretch for miles, offering turquoise waters ideal for swimming, diving, and snorkeling among coral reefs teeming with marine life. The nearby Mombasa Marine National Park protects this fragile ecosystem, giving visitors a glimpse of the vibrant underwater world. Mombasa is also a city of living culture. The Swahili traditions are evident in the language, cuisine, and daily life. Spices fill the air in local markets, while dishes like biryani, samosas, and fresh seafood reflect the city's multicultural roots. Music and dance add to the lively atmosphere, with taarab and coastal rhythms enriching festivals and celebrations. Modern Mombasa balances its history with progress. Bustling port activity, lively markets, and growing infrastructure make it a key economic center, while its warm hospitality ensures visitors feel welcome. With its blend of historic depth, coastal beauty, and cultural vibrancy, Mombasa is more than just a gateway to Kenya's beaches. It is a destination that embodies the spirit of the Swahili coast. Nairobi, the capital of Kenya, is a city of energy, contrasts, and opportunity. A place where modern skyscrapers rise beside colonial landmarks, where bustling markets meet leafy neighborhoods, and where wild savanna begins just beyond the city streets. Often called the Green City in the Sun, Nairobi is not only East Africa's largest metropolis, but also a hub of culture, commerce, and conservation, offering a multifaceted experience unlike any other African capital. At the heart of Nairobi is its vibrant downtown. Kenyatta Avenue and Moi Avenue bustle with life, lined with shops, banks, and cafes, while iconic buildings such as Kenyatta International Conference Center define the skyline. Nairobi National Museum provides an excellent introduction to Kenya's history, culture, and natural heritage, showcasing everything from early human fossils discovered in the Rift Valley to diverse tribal artifacts. The nearby Nairobi Gallery, housed in a colonial-era building, adds another layer with its collection of contemporary art. One of the city's most remarkable features is Nairobi National Park, located just a short drive from the center. Nowhere else in the world can visitors see lions, giraffes, rhinos, and herds of zebras with skyscrapers in the background. This unique juxtaposition of urban life and wilderness has made Nairobi a symbol of coexistence between modernity and nature. Adjacent to the park are the David Sheldrick Wildlife Trust, where orphaned elephants are raised and rehabilitated, and the Giraffe Center, where visitors can interact closely with endangered Rothschild's giraffes. Nairobi is also a city of neighborhoods, each with its own character. Karen, named after Danish author Karen Blixen, is green and spacious, with museums, craft shops, and elegant restaurants. Westlands is the entertainment hub, alive with shopping malls, nightclubs, and international dining. Downtown markets such as Masai Market and City Market overflow with colorful crafts, beadwork, and fabrics, reflecting Kenya's rich cultural traditions. The city's culinary scene mirrors its diversity. Street food like nyama choma, grilled meat, and samosas are local favorites, while an array of restaurants offers everything from traditional Kenyan dishes to global cuisines. Cafes serve Kenya's world-famous coffee, making them popular meeting points for both locals and visitors. Nairobi's identity is also shaped by its role as a gateway to the wider region. Jomo Kenyatta International Airport connects East Africa to the world, while the city itself is the starting point for safaris across Kenya's national parks and reserves. Yet Nairobi is more than a transit hub. It is a destination that tells Kenya's story of growth, resilience, and cultural pride. The city's modern pulse is matched by a young, dynamic population, driving innovation, technology, and the arts. Nairobi has become known as Silicon Savannah, a center for African tech startups and creative industries. Music, fashion, and festivals thrive here, blending global influences with local traditions in ways that feel fresh and distinctly Kenyan. With its combination of wildlife, culture, history, and modern urban life, Nairobi is a city of many layers. It invites visitors to experience both the excitement of a fast-growing African metropolis and the grounding presence of nature at its doorstep. For those who spend time here, Nairobi is not just a stopover on the way to safari. It is a vibrant destination in its own right, capturing the spirit of a nation and the promise of Africa's future. Lake Nakuru, set in the heart of Kenya's Great Rift Valley, is one of the country's most celebrated lakes and a jewel of the nation's conservation areas. Surrounded by wooded hills and savanna grasslands, it forms the centerpiece of Lake Nakuru National Park, a haven for wildlife and a place of striking natural beauty. Its alkaline waters and rich ecosystems make it a destination where scenery and biodiversity combine in unforgettable harmony. The lake is most famous for its bird life. At times, its shores are tinged pink by thousands of flamingos feeding on algae in the shallow waters, creating a spectacle that has made Nakuru world-renowned. Alongside flamingos, pelicans, herons, fish eagles, and over 400 other bird species thrive here, making it a paradise for ornithologists and nature lovers. Beyond its avian riches, Lake Nakuru is also known for its role in protecting endangered species. The surrounding park is one of Kenya's most important sanctuaries for both black and white rhinos, offering visitors a rare chance to see these powerful animals up close. Buffalo, giraffes, zebras, waterbucks, and troops of baboons are also common, while lions and leopards add an element of excitement to game drives. The landscapes around the lake are equally diverse. Acacia woodlands provide shade for grazing animals, rocky cliffs such as Baboon Cliff offer sweeping views across the shimmering waters, and open grasslands stretch toward the horizon. Seasonal changes bring variety, from lush greenery after the rains to golden plains during the dry months. Easily accessible from Nairobi, Lake Nakuru is often included in safari itineraries, yet it retains an intimate charm. Its combination of bird spectacles, rhino conservation, and dramatic scenery makes it more than just a stopover. It is a destination that embodies the richness of Kenya's Rift Valley. West Pokot Hills, in Kenya's northwestern region near the border with Uganda, form a striking landscape of rugged highlands, rolling valleys, and fertile escarpments that stand in contrast to the arid plains of the Rift Valley below. This remote area remains one of Kenya's least explored destinations, offering visitors a glimpse into both unspoiled nature and the rich traditions of the Pokot people who call it home. The hills are blessed with dramatic scenery. Green ridges rise against vast skies, cut by rivers and dotted with terraced farms that sustain local communities. During the rainy season, waterfalls tumble down rocky slopes, feeding streams that weave through dense vegetation. The cooler climate of the highlands makes the region suitable for agriculture, with maize, beans, and coffee thriving in the fertile soils. Cattle, goats, and sheep are also herded across the slopes, reflecting the pastoral heritage of the Pokot. Cultural encounters add depth to the landscape. The Pokot art people are known for their resilience, vibrant traditions, and close relationship with the land. Visitors may witness colorful ceremonies, traditional dances, and beadwork that reflects centuries of heritage. Life here follows rhythms shaped by both farming and herding, providing an authentic glimpse into Kenya's cultural mosaic. The hills are also rich in biodiversity. Forest patches shelter birds, primates, and small mammals, while open grasslands support grazing wildlife. The region's relative isolation has preserved much of its natural environment, making it ideal for hiking and exploration. Trails lead to panoramic viewpoints where vast stretches of northern Kenya unfold, revealing both wilderness and cultivated land. Though less known than Kenya's famous parks, West Pokot Hills carry a special allure. They offer not only dramatic scenery, but also a chance to connect with a community whose traditions remain deeply rooted in the land. For travelers seeking paths less trodden, the hills promise beauty, cultural richness, and a sense of discovery, far from the usual safari circuits. Malindi on Kenya's north coast is a historic town where Swahili, Arab, Portuguese, and Italian influences blend with the rhythms of the Indian Ocean. Once a key port on the East African trade routes, Malindi today combines rich cultural heritage with the relaxed charm of a tropical beach destination. The old town reveals its layered past through winding streets, ancient mosques, and intricately carved Swahili doors. Nearby stands the Vasco da Gama pillar, built in 1498 by the Portuguese explorer as a symbol of Malindi's role in early global navigation. The town's markets add color and life, overflowing with spices, fresh produce, and handicrafts that reflect its coastal identity. Malindi is equally famed for its beaches. Golden sands such as Silver Sands and Marine Park Beach stretch into turquoise waters protected by coral reefs. The Malindi Marine National Park, one of Africa's oldest, offers snorkeling and diving among vibrant corals, tropical fish and sea turtles. Dhow cruises at sunset evoke centuries of seafaring tradition while providing a serene way to admire the coast. Beyond the sea, Malindi connects travelers to unique landscapes. Just outside town, the Marafa Depression, known as Hell's Kitchen, is a dramatic sandstone canyon carved by wind and rain into colorful shapes, glowing red and gold in the late afternoon sun. With its blend of history, culture, and coastal beauty, Malindi is more than just a resort town. It is a living story of the Swahili coast, where the past and present meet beside the Indian Ocean. Diani Beach, stretching for more than 25 kilometers along Kenya's southern coast, is one of the most celebrated tropical beaches in Africa. With its powdery white sands, swaying palms, and the warm turquoise waters of the Indian Ocean, it embodies the essence of paradise. Just an hour's drive south of Mombasa, Diani has grown into a vibrant holiday destination while still preserving a sense of natural beauty and calm that keeps travelers returning year after year. The beach itself is the heart of Diani's charm. Its wide, soft shoreline seems endless, perfect for long walks at sunrise or sunset when the sky turns shades of pink and gold. Offshore, a coral reef runs parallel to the coast, protecting the waters and creating ideal conditions for swimming, snorkeling, and diving. Beneath the surface, a kaleidoscope of marine life thrives. Colorful fish dart through coral gardens, while dolphins and sea turtles are often spotted on boat trips. Adventure blends seamlessly with relaxation. Kitesurfing, windsurfing, and deep-sea fishing offer thrills for the active, while dhow cruises and camel rides along the beach create memorable moments. Inland, the sacred Kaya Kinondo forest provides a cultural counterpoint where visitors can learn about the traditions of the Digo people who have protected this site for generations. Diani is not only about nature, but also comfort. Luxury resorts, boutique hotels, and beachside cottages line the coast, offering world-class hospitality. Restaurants serve everything from freshly caught seafood to international cuisine, while lively beach bars bring the nights alive with music under starlit skies. Despite its popularity, the atmosphere remains laid back, with space enough for solitude and reflection. The surrounding region adds depth to the experience. Shimba Hills National Reserve, just a short drive away, offers a chance to see elephants, sable antelopes, and lush landscapes, making Diani a perfect base for combining beach and deep safari. With its mix of pristine sands, cultural richness, marine wonders, and warm hospitality, Diani Beach is more than a destination. It is an experience of pure coastal magic, where the spirit of the Indian Ocean meets the soul of Kenya. Mount Elgon, straddling the border of Kenya and Uganda, is an ancient extinct volcano whose vast landscapes make it one of East Africa's most striking natural treasures. Rising to 4,321 meters at Wagagai Peak, it boasts the largest volcanic base in the world and a summit caldera that shelters unique ecosystems. The mountain is famed for its caves, once used by local communities and still home to salt mining elephants that venture deep inside to lick mineral-rich walls. Waterfalls like the stunning Sipi Falls cascade down its slopes, while montane forests and bamboo zones provide habitat for diverse wildlife, from colobus monkeys to rare birds. Elgon is less crowded than other African mountains, making it ideal for hikers seeking solitude. Trails wind through lush vegetation, open moorlands dotted with giant lobelias, and up to panoramic viewpoints across the Rift Valley. Its cultural significance is equally rich, tied to the traditions of the Bagizu people who live on its fertile slope. Opes. With its blend of geology, biodiversity, and cultural heritage, Mount Elgon is a destination where adventure meets discovery, offering an unforgettable journey off the beaten track. Taita Hills in southeastern Kenya, near Tsavo National Park, are a range of ancient mountains rising sharply from the surrounding plains, creating landscapes of misty forests, fertile valleys, and panoramic peaks. Formed millions of years ago, these hills are part of the Eastern Arc Mountains, often described as the African Galapagos, for their extraordinary biodiversity and high levels of endemism. For visitors, Taita Hills offer a blend of nature, culture, and history in a setting that feels timeless. The hills are a sanctuary for rare flora and fauna. Cloud forests cloak the higher altitudes, sheltering species found nowhere else in the world. Unique birds, such as the Taita thrush, Taita opalis, and Taita white-eye, are critically endangered and make the region a magnet for birdwatchers. Forest fragments also provide habitat for butterflies, reptiles, and small mammals, making conservation a vital priority. Scenery here is equally enchanting. Villages dot terrace slopes where locals cultivate maize, bananas, and coffee, while ridges reveal sweeping views of Tsavo savanna stretching to the horizon. Hidden waterfalls and clear streams tumble through valleys, adding freshness to the highland air. Hiking trails invite exploration, leading travelers to peaks like Vuria Hill, the highest point in the range at over 2,200 meters, where sunrise paints the hills in golden light. The Taita people, who have lived in these mountains for centuries, add cultural depth. Their traditions, songs, and crafts reflect a close relationship with the land. Visitors can experience homestays, sample local dishes, or learn about community efforts to preserve both culture and environment. The area also carries echoes of history. World War I battlefields lie nearby, with memorials reminding travelers of the global conflicts that once reached this remote corner. Taita Hills are more than a scenic retreat. They are a living tapestry of nature, heritage, and resilience. For those who enter off Kenya's main safari routes, the hills offer serenity, discovery, and a profound sense of connection to one of Africa's hidden mountain worlds.